So a little less than half of that.
How was the McDonald's?
McDonald's? Consistent. It's a necessary evil today. We wanted to go to the GOAT Chick-fil-A, but they have a freaking long line and we can't pee at Chick-fil-A. The Golden Arches it was. I do really like the movie Founder though. If you guys haven't seen it, the movie's kind of fire and it'll make you want to go eat some McDonald's. Cheers. Yo, everybody, we are in Mooresville, North Carolina. Today's probably one of the biggest shoots that we've had yet for Jeb & Co. It feels like a pretty big day, big moment. We've been driving down here for like 2.5 hours and we're about to link with a dude who I've looked up to for probably the majority of the past year, if not the past 3 or 4 years. A huge personal branding inspiration, hustler to the core, has just been in the game for a long time, and it doesn't feel real yet that we're here. It's been kind of a crappy day so far, but it's gonna be super cool, and you guys are about to see.
Feeling like I'm top 5, top. Aye, yeah. Look, I know I'm top 5. This gon' make the block ride. Caught them on the back street. Gotta tell them bye-bye. They don't want no beef. No, this isn't Five Guys. Yeah, I'm coming for the chicken. I ain't talking Popeyes. White girls, black girls. We don't do apartheid. I was working part-time. Tell them part of my grind. Just a light-skinned boy coming from the dark side. Always talking that real. Go and check the archives. Aye, get it how you live it. And why on the fitted, you be telling them who did it. I be going crazy with it, I should be committed. I know that they jocking me, they never gonna hit it.
The setup.
The setup looking good.
Going?
Probably our most epic background artwork we've had in a shot yet. This one's super cool too.
Got 2 Sonys.
2 A7 S2s. And Hunter's on the Sony as well. Sony to the core.
On your development. Trust me, I know.
I like how you put the light behind. That's gonna make it, and that's people
really wide, so
okay.
you'll basically be able to see, like, we could go, you know, kind of as wide as you wanted to. Yeah, that's cool. Microphone will be for you, so we'll want to lob up.
Okay.
And then we'll plug you in down here.
Relationships through the roof, and as you guys know, you know, your network is everything.
What?
And I'm talking about energy, all right? How do you bring wealth in the form of peace, tranquility, creativity, and truly just energy? You're still climbing the mountain.
Like, man, you like really switched up the vibe for what's around you, but man,
yeah, I mean,
we have a growing community of it. Like, I think a growing community like creators and entrepreneurship in Charlotte and Raleigh, I think, are the 2 main like hubs that are kind of popping up. Charlotte seems to be a little more finance focused. And then Raleigh's got a lot of the cool, like, you know, co-working spaces.
Really?
NC State's entrepreneurship program is doing some cool stuff. So I think it's coming. Yeah, we're looking good. So whenever you're ready to rock, just let me know and we'll do a count and jump in.
I'm gonna, just so you know, I'm gonna be like, just kind of staying like this, but like I definitely probably gonna end up moving like this and then writing like this and then talking like this.
That's fine.
Okay.
For sure. This one will have all of that, and then this one we can kind of dial in as we need to for the scenes. So you're ready to go whenever.
Yeah, okay, great.
3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, so welcome back, and in this video I want to go over what I call the R3 method. You see, when building your brand and thinking about content, one of the things that I know that I struggled with is like, what content do I actually create on a day-to-day basis? It can become quite overwhelming. But really attract the people that ultimately desire to work with you, that are gonna relate to you, and we're gonna become your evangelist. Is looking for. So, you know, these are the things that really creates relevancy. I understand. So that makes sense. No, that was
it. One and done, baby. Hopefully many more to come. Yo, people. We just wrapped up at Gerard's. Super cool experience, just getting to kind of I just pull back the curtain. You know, you always see these people online, in articles, on like wherever, you see them all the time when you're kind of in their world. And to be able to get an inside look at how the sausage gets made, how they navigate their day, all of that is fascinating. So it was cool to get to see that, but then also just get to collaborate, build content with just, you know, an A++ player. And it went super well. You know, we didn't get as much done as we wanted to. We got to learn a lot about how they're kind of programming, what they're doing for this year, as well as just kind of figure out what are the best opportunities for us to plug in. Also, huge shout out to Ashley. We got to link up with her and learn a little bit about what she's doing right now. But, you know, Gerard's got a super cool setup over here in North Carolina, right on the water. So it was a vibe checking it out. It was a super dope experience. Hopefully this was the first of many. We're really trying to tee ourselves up for like consistent long-term success together. So we're gonna see what that, you know, looks like as we keep figuring this out. But yeah, step 1 went down. Super pumped, and we're gonna keep on rocking. We gotta drive home now, and it's raining again, so that's fun. We'll see y'all later. I have like 8 programs open right now. My computer's so pissed. Oh, here we go. Pal's branding session. We're gonna see what it looks like for the first time ever. I'm very excited. And I'm the first one here.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's cracking, brother?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Chilling, man.
Happy Wednesday.
Just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah, I've done a few things. Your shoot go that you did on Monday.
It was good, man. We're onboarding with a new guy. There's Lauren.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
All is swell.
So today's really just like we'll go through the 2 different designs, and then in addition to the 2 different logos, I kind of put together some additional marketing, like a T-shirt idea, like stuff like that, so you can see how does this look as just like a brand mark. Remembering from last time, this was kind of really making sure that we're aligned on like the foundation of Pals. So the idea of like the fast friends, like you know, instantly being connected to someone, to a dog, to like the bartender working, something that's really well worn and like relaxed and feels comfortable, like making it feel like it's been here for a while. So both of these brands have like somewhat of a vintage feel in different ways, and then making sure it's fun, like really youthful, energetic, lively, and then lastly, like, you know, making sure that it is a neighborhood spot for neighborhood people. So here, this kind of shows like how this brand can play. So I'll just kind of like walk through each of these and touch on them a bit. So the first one kind of has like a textured, grainy pattern, has like almost looks like it's stamped on there. That's something that can tie to that whole like well-worn aspect where like that's kind of how this brand plays a little bit vintage in a way. And like this represents grass and just kind of like running on the turf, sipping like bubbles. Pet like representing like the fur, and then chill just kind of like this like easy wave.
Yeah.
So like that's
I didn't even notice that, but that was cool.
You know, kind of like slanted upward momentum. So this one to me like feels vintage, but it's in a really different way. To me, this feels almost like an old bar, like more like a diner feel, like this certain type treatment. And then when it like the logo itself is like a little bit more delicate. But then I envision the application of it being much more like rugged in that sense. So like I have this
like container and stuff.
The shipping container. Another way to express like the, you know, equal parts coffee and drinks. I have coffee counter and quality drinks, so it's equal emphasis on both of those.
Both quality,
Your thoughts, kind of where your head's at, what stood out, what you kind of didn't land.
I all of it landed well. First of all, big fan. Really cool.
Awesome.
I like the way, the first, I'm favoring the first one that you showed a lot more, because it just feels like, I like the lettering in the second one, like the very casual Pals, because it kind of feels a little bit more casual, because it's like, you know, cursive-y or whatever, you know. But I like the image of the dog a lot. So like, I know we can't incorporate it both ways, or maybe, I don't know if we can or not, but like, I do like having the dog somewhere kind of in the logo.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but the font of the other one, the style of this one, but the main thing is the dog somewhere in there, or just something subtle. Like that's kind of subtle, but it still stands. And the fact that we can rip it and use it in like the alpha dog thing.
Right.
That's really cool, because that just saves me the hassle of what I'm gonna have to do for that, you know?
Right.
Cool. Sounds good.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, y'all have a good week.
All right, guys.
Peace.
All right, thanks.
Easy breezy, beautiful. Lauren crushes it as always. Huge shout out to Lauren, friend of studio. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back again. Welcome to this week's weekly. Tuning in, wanted to do a little section here just thanking everyone who has joined, purchased from the collective. We launched on Sunday, Valentine's Day. I didn't really remember it was a Valentine's Day when we launched. So we launched, but hey, here we are. We had our first 10 units sold, which may seem kind of small, but for me, it's a huge deal, guys. It's so cool just to like have a brand now and like have, you know, I've always done content, I've always done that, but it's so cool to have like an item that people can, you know, wear and represent on their bodies. And so first, thank you so much. What I also wanted to say is just like some of the inspiration around the collective. You know, I wrote an email to our first couple customers, or the people who purchased those first 10 units, and was just talking a little bit about like, you know, why we're building a brand, what the future looks like, and I wanted to hit on that a little bit right now. So, you know, it's really, there's so many clothing brands today, right? It's very easy to become just another t-shirt. And I'm trying to think about ways that we can actually make, you know, the collective something that's sustainable and long and, you know, can run as I'm building the agency or creating content, something that can kind of run in tandem to all of the other things that are happening right now in my life. And one of the ideas that I'm having is just like, how do we really embody what collective means as a word? Collective is a group, it's a flock, it's a whole thing. And to do that, you know, we have a couple different ideas in mind, but first and foremost, if you purchase from the collective, we're gonna do our best to spotlight all of our first couple customers on our Instagram page. So if you purchase from the collective, you're gonna get an email from me that's asking you like your story, send us a photo of you rocking your merch in the wild, and we're gonna power our social media and our storytelling by you, the people that are wearing the collective out in the wild. So if you wanna be a part of what we're doing on social media, if you wanna be a part of building the brand, then definitely go ahead and pick up some collective, and we're gonna feature all of you guys as a way to really show the group of people that are repping. And when you're a part of the collective, you know that you go to the Instagram, you can see a bunch of other people that are doing the same as you. So that's one of our first ideas. It's gonna change, it's gonna innovate over time, but our first go about that, we're gonna be showcasing all of y'all's stories. So guys, that's a little bit about the collective. Another exciting thing that I wanted to talk about was YouTube. For all of my other digital people out there, let me get my phone. So guys, one of the things that we've been building out as one of the arms of what we're doing, as you know, we've rebranded to Burt Media Group, and we're really trying to kind of diversify our different revenue streams, whether we have our social media management, well, it's not social media management, but like social media content and engagements, paid advertising. There's a lot of branding, there's a couple pieces within our agency, but as a media company, one of the things that I really wanted to do and try to be more proactive about is really creating revenue streams built off of media platforms. As we look to the future, you know, one of the things that I really want Burt Media Group to become is a modern day media company that's very social first, kind of in tune with the pulse of how is content being absorbed on platforms today, and how is it going to be absorbed in the future? And we can really use that success and those learnings that we have from our media arms to then pitch ourselves to municipalities or brands or other groups, kind of like how we've won this RFP, to really talk about what does social first content, paid advertising look like for you. Here's our case studies. So right now we're really working on scaling one of our first YouTube channels. And trying to be very like in tune with how people are absorbing content today. If you think about like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, short form content is really rising to the top as being the way that people are absorbing content, videos primarily. So we've started scaling a YouTube channel. What's pretty exciting is over the last 48 hours, we've been doing this for like 2 weeks or like a week and a half. We've got 11,000 views. We've got like over 120 hours of watch time, all built off of like 15 to 45 second videos. So we're really learning a lot about like, what does it take to scale a content channel on YouTube, and hopefully turn this into a revenue stream that we can then use as, you know, an angle of our business and diversify the different types of media outlets that we have that all kind of play into what are we doing as an organization at Burt Media Group. So it's a really like fun and kind of interesting test. It's very kind of like carefree and test focused. It's not necessarily like something that we have all of our eggs in this basket, but it is something that I think is kind of important as we think about really educating ourselves as an organization and testing ourselves for being a media company. So we're making a lot of progress right now, but we're super excited about it. If you're interested in YouTube, if you have questions about YouTube Shorts, get in the comments and let me know. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Huge shout out to all of you Jev Collective rockers and wearers out there in the world. See you guys later. Peace.
Take it as a diss if you listen and offended. Yeah, that's the all if you offended. Jay invented swag, and the swag I reinvented. Acting like you fly, but you just a